Hi everyone, I'm named Babel and welcome back to RimWorld. Thanks for checking out the video. Last episode, we were trying to rearm ourselves here because we want to summon an Apocatron. We were attacked by 63, I think it was, 63 Shamblers the prior episode and spent a lot of the last episode rebuilding. Did it pretty efficiently actually, and we're right back on track. So we've also taken in somebody called Chakin. They have paralytic abasia. Somebody we're going to have to take care of for about a month. Anastasia was finally broken. And we got another Waste Pack Atomizer online. We traded for some good stuff. And now this episode, we're definitely going to get that Apocatron summoned. We just need a little bit more wood. We need about 600, I think 600 or so more wood. Let's check if there's any logging camps around. It's a logging camp right there, but that is one of our allies, so we don't want to attack them. Here's an item stash. It says, oh no, we do not want it. It has Luciferium. That is definitely not something you want. Once somebody takes Luciferium, they can never get off of it. Okay, so where are we going to get some wood? We have a bunch here with the cacti, but they're very premature. It won't actually be anything we could cut just yet. We have some trees up here, which are about to be able to be cut, so that's good. And I do remember we added some cacti to here. Looks like they're sowing it right now. One of the Agrahans. We have some animals leaving the map, and I wonder why that is, because we should be all... what's this? Why are you leaving the map? There's no holes in any of our... Oh, there's a hole right there. That's why. We're making a door, an auto door. Okay, well, that's going to take a little bit, but once it's done, we'll be all right. Okay, so that's right. Last episode, we had a gray pall fall on the colony, and anything that was dead, it just kept resurrecting them over and over and over. Let's get ahead of some things that we always have trouble getting ahead on. So I want to get some blood packs for Kate. Let's get a bunch of blood for her. Kind of wish I could just say, take blood from everybody, but that's okay. I'm gonna turn off the power to the prison for right now. The door is just about done. Why is it? Oh, she failed. She really failed? Oh, Tiffy. Oh no, she didn't fail. Okay, she didn't fail, but the blocks that are there are blocking the door. There we go. Okay. Perfect. The idea here is that we're able to make some cactus. Or cacti, I keep saying cactus, but it's the same thing. You know what I'm talking about, right? We have the cacti here. We harvest them, and then we're able to run through this door really quickly, just how this Agrahand was able to. And then stock up all the wood here. Alright, well, while they're doing these traps, we still have 14 that need to be filled up and rearmed. I'm going to work on a couple other little... planning a couple other little things. It's kind of a cleanup. We have plenty of steel right there, 200 steel. Bunch of cloth. Looks like we're behind when it comes to lifters. Let me make sure nobody's damaged. Oh, there is a lifter that's damaged. Look how slow he's going. Okay, that's why. I want you to repair that lifter. It actually makes a big difference. It was only moving at 23% speed. Okay, that lifter is all fixed. Next lifter, another one that's going really slow. That's going to be a fluff problem. Okay, so now we had 8 lifters, but 2 of them were kind of really not working very efficiently. I think everybody else is okay. Nobody else is hurt, it seems like. Alright, next. Wow, the kitchen's dirty. What's going on with that? Missing clean sweeper or something? So, I think one of the problems that I have with the mechs... well, let's research something really quickly. Let's say, I don't know, tox gas, sure. One of the problems I have with the mechs and the repairs is that they have to be assigned to smithing to actually repair the mechs. But once they're assigned to smithing, what winds up happening is they do these... They come in here and they start working on components or whatever else before they do the mechs. So I'm having to manually do it, which is a little bit annoying, but... This is kind of something I've just had to get used to, I guess. Seems like there should be a better way. There's a dead Militar. Let me get Tiffy to resurrect that one. She has 5 Militars. I thought we had 7 total. We have... No, we don't have 7. Okay, I thought we had 7. Oh, you know why? I remember why. Because if she loses control of it, because we lose bandwidth, it'll turn against us. And I just want it to be extra safe, and we're just gonna keep it like that for now. Marak is making recon armor. We have 4 sets of armor right now, which is good. Oh, a logging work site controlled by the Guoink. Are they our enemy right now? Let's just check. The Guoink are our enemy. They're negative 100. So there's no reason why we can't attack them. Is that it? No, it's down here. And then there's another item stash here. That's the thing we don't want to do because it has Luciferium. There's a Camera Pack Distress Signal. We're not going to go there either. We're going to go to the Guoink. 1700 wood. Let's go. Okay. Who we taking? Kate? Tiffy and her Militars, as always. We'll take Zack. Sure, why not? And Balake. Sounds good to me. And then we have all these elephants right here. A couple other elephants. And that's it. I'm not going to take much more than that. You know what? I will take actually a little bit more because we have more wood than I expected. So 1,365. Okay. Militaries right here. And I think that's all we need. Let's go. Alright, so what am I looking for? As I'm kind of scrolling around, what am I looking for? I'm looking for opportunities to make the colony more efficient. They already took bedrolls. They go with them automatically. So that's good. So how do we make the colony more efficient? Well, we have these pathways here. And we see they are moving very quickly over the pathways. I actually want to make more pathways. This area has always been kind of weird. I didn't want to get rid of it because I don't want to get rid of the vegetable crop. Oh, we have some corn right here. Wow, 1,500 corn. You have aguanland trees which are set to be pruned, but their connectors are not assigned to plant cutting. Oh, Kate, I'm sorry. Alright, Kate. You could do plant cutting. We're gonna have to do a work priorities audit at some point, but for now we're good. Okay, so opportunities for us to be a little more clean. That corn's up there, that's fine. Why did I put the corn there? I think it was fertility. Yeah, it was a pretty fertile area there. Okay. We have healed root here. We got some trees. I feel like those trees are in a bad spot, but that's okay. Rice, rice, and rice. And then was this potatoes? Yeah, potatoes. Ah, I see. I don't want that like that. I want to shrink some stuff here. Yeah, I want a pathway. Quest available. Mysterious cargo. Jaden Gray, a Stellarch of the Exodus Empire, has an odd request. He demands that you accept some unspecified cargo. When pressed for more details, he avoids the question. There is desperation in his voice. Oh boy, so this is the trade-off that they give me here. I can get Luciferium and a Vanometric Power Cell. The Vanometric Power Cell is great because you can plop it down anywhere and you can use it without having wires, and I need that to be able to do some mining. But I also don't want the Luciferium. Like, I want as soon as I get the Luciferium, I have to figure out a way to destroy it. Let us research next neural supercharger. Oh, okay. Well, it's telling me that not to do... It's actually saying neural supercharger unlocks things which you cannot build because they require memes that none of your people believe. Okay, well, I'll get a moisture pump then. Sure. Okay, quest. Where's that quest? I want that quest. Accept. I want that Vanometric Power Cell. It has been accepted. Mysterious cargo. The mysterious cargo has been delivered. It resembles a thick, jagged human spine made out of a rough-cast black metal. It looks like it's covered in dark fluid. The spine vibrates in response to touch and twists angrily. You can study it in a holding cell to learn more. Can I destroy it? I don't want this thing. It's a revenant spine. I could smash it to prevent it from reforming into a new revenant. Yep, we're smashing it. We're choose who should do this. Howie. Howie's gonna do it. And Fluff's gonna back him up. And so's Baiko. It's all the way down there. Okay. We're gonna smash this. Did we get that vanometric thing? No, right? I don't think we do it until we destroy this. I'm very scared of that Luciferium. Again, if somebody takes it at all, ever, they're addicted to it forever, and if they don't get it, they die in like 5 days. Okay, Baiko, you're just kind of hanging out. We're waiting for what? We're waiting for Howie. Why is Balaki over here? Oh, wait. Why are these people not going? Tiffy is okay doing that. She's supposed to be forming the caravan. So's Kate. Is that it? Just 3 people? Where's Zach? Zach is there. Kate's there. Balake's there. Tiffy's there. I will make them grafted and then abort it and see what happens. Is this elephant part of the caravan? What's wrong with him? Oh, her. She is pregnant, so she's taking forever to get there. And I think that's the thing that's holding us up. That's going to take a long time to get there. I think I might remove from caravan and see what happens. Okay, it looks like that wasn't the only issue. Oh, yes, it was. They left. Okay, good. I'm glad I was looking out for that. All right, Howie. Smash this thing. Okay, it revealed a shard. So he smashed it. So where's that quest? Quest completed. Pods arrived. Okay, now. This is like of utmost importance. Luciferium right here. How do I destroy it? Can I burn it in a campfire? It's this important because, again, if they take it once, they die. Well, they're really hard to keep up and then they die. We're gonna chop that. Elsie, chop that. You're not assigned to plant cutting, that's fine. We can do that. Just a couple of clicks of a little couple buttons here. You know what? Elsie doesn't do it. We'll make that's fine, we'll let Elsie do it. I just don't want her to fail. Alright, so if you're not familiar with Luciferium and why it's so dangerous, I'll just read it quickly. A concoction of mechanites that dramatically improve the body's functioning in all respects. Over time, it can even heal old, scarred-over wounds or brain damage, though it cannot regenerate lost limbs. Unfortunately, without the moderating effects of regular doses every 5 or 6 days, the mechanites lose cohesion, causing continuous berserk rages and, eventually, death. After the first dose, there is no way to get the mechanites out. So now you see why. Okay, I need wood. I am not taking my eye off that Luciferium. Alright, Fluff is going to make this campfire right here. Scanned underground for coal. Right here. Nice. Okay, my people are at that work site, so I'm gonna have to juggle both of these things. And that's okay. I'll do it. Let's see. I think I have the Luciferium forbidden, so they shouldn't take it unless they override it. But I'm still worried about it. Fluff is close to making the campfire. We'll keep an eye on her. We're gonna flip-flop back and forth here. Okay, where am I? Alright, here we go. We're doing our normal thing. We're just checking to see if there's anything interesting. This is some limestone. Nope, that's marble, not limestone. This is sandstone. Any steel? Steel, steel, steel. We like steel. Nope. Got some sandstone though. We're going to deconstruct that. So I'll flag that soon. Okay, let's get everybody up here. While we keep an eye on our main base. She botched the construction. She's gonna try it again. Oh, there's a turret. Okay, let's back up. That's okay. We aggroed them. That's fine. That's what we wanted to do. It's okay. Oh, we got uranium also. Okay. We're going to focus fire because when you... How many people are here? There's 8. So I think when we hit 4, maybe 5, they'll start to retreat. It'll be when we kill 5. We just killed 1. Okay. Where's the turret? There. Okay. That's a grenade. Surprise reinforcements. Surprise reinforcements from Gooink have arrived. They're moving to help the pigskins. How many? Where are they? Doesn't even say. That's fine. I gotta get back to my main base. Come on, Fluff. You're letting me down here. You know what? Pompeiana? I'm gonna try something with Pompeiana. Kate, you wanna be fancy? Come on, Kate, be fancy. There we go. Oh, that's landing right on me. That's funny. She's gonna get that. Who's hurt? Alright, a Militer just died. That's okay. I'm managing Kate right now. Another Militer. That's okay. Fine. We got 2 of those guys down. Let's do something called strategy here. Okay, they're fleeing. Alright, I don't care about the ones that are fleeing. We have 2 that are still alive and trying to kill us. Actually, 3. Another Militer. That's okay. Wow, Kate is like pretty awesome. Okay, we are good. Back to main base for a second. We have a campfire. Now I have Pompeiana here for a reason. I'm going to try something. She's going to throw the grenade right at the Luciferium. Okay. The Luciferium is now done. It's gone. It cannot hurt us. That's it. It's done. Okay, back to our main people. Anybody hurt? Looks like a couple people actually hurt. Tiffy is okay. Balakay is hurt. Just a couple little gunshots in the shoulder and the left 4th toe. Kate has a little damage, but really, it's just Balakay. So Tiffy is going to heal. Oh, now you want to repair the Militer. Of all the times, you're going to tend Balakay. And then you're also going to tend Kate, but Zach is just going to do whatever he wants to do. Okay. Let's allow all of this. Claim all of that. And Zach, instead of sleeping there, let's go where I think... Oh, wait, there's a turret. How do I want to handle the turret? Maybe I'll take the long way around. I might just do that. It's safer. Where's this? I'd like him to... Oh. Actually, it's not really a safe spot to do this. What I'm thinking of, just so you know what I'm thinking of, is... Here's a turret. Here's the power. If I sever the power, then we're okay. I really don't want to like get them in there without this being safe. I think we will have Zach go the long way around. And I think I'll have Kate take care of this. Kate's good. She's watching for targets. I'm gonna have her do a couple little things here. She's gonna take care of this. She's walking slowly. Is she that hurt? Yeah, she's hurt. Oh, she's not gonna be able to do this. What I was thinking of doing is having her just jump on this this power conduit and destroy it. But I think instead, we just need to get in there and kill this turret. That's going to be the thing we're going to do. Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll be okay. I know that's maybe not the best way to approach it, but we're going to be fine. And we're going to send Battle King first. Oh wait, Tiffy can hit that? How is that possible? Okay, wait a second here. This might be something to learn. The range on this turret is 29. The range on her nerve spiker is 30. I didn't know that. Okay, Tiffy, go for it. Keep going. Take your shots. Wish I could save it, but I don't really care to. 41%. There we go. Boom. All right, let's claim everything here. And we're going to also allow everything so that we can access it. We have 1 Militar dead, 2 Militar, 3 Militars are dead. They just die quickly. Okay, Kate, you definitely don't need to repair that. Let's open up all those Gibbet cages. Let's set everybody to construction. We always forget. Let's get rid of the roof. Okay. She's repairing the 2 Militars that are still up, just in case. Okay. Let's flag some things to deconstruct. I guess we'll take the battery instead of deconstructing it. We will deconstruct the solar panel. Okay, we're going to deconstruct all this. All that. And that. We're going to take the foam popper. We're going to deconstruct these lamps because I do not care about them at all. And we're probably going to deconstruct everything else too. Granite's there. Okay, what else are we missing? Anything? That's a cougar. Okay. Alright, what do we have to back here at Hope? Okay, we're almost... How many more we have? 6. Okay, we're almost there. I am curious, and if you know the answer, put it down in the comments or something, but I haven't been able to figure out why all these batteries are not always the same amount of charge. They're all connected, right here. There's no, they're all the same grid, nothing different. So why would these two be less? And all the other ones? It's a mystery. Okay, recon armor. We have 3 recon armor. That's only because actually we have these out this way, it looks like. Because Tiffy definitely has one on, so does Fluff. Alright, let's get to deconstructing, guys. No more time for laying about. Okay, that's a good one. Is it the age of the battery? Is there condition or something that's different? Nope, that one is 100 out of 100, just like this one. I have a theory now that you said that. Moisture pump. Okay, we construct moisture pumps which very slowly normalize the moisture in the ground around them. They can turn wet ground dry and convert soft sand into normal sand. So they can turn wet ground dry and convert soft sand into normal sand. What else do we want to research? Actually, there's nothing else we can research except for toxin filtration. Now the moisture pump, I mean, here's sand. What's that going to do for us? I don't want it to be more dry. But then again, I was talking, what did I say a few episodes ago? That I wanted them to be able to walk so this whole maze, this is where the enemies come through this whole maze. They go through this whole little labyrinth or maze. And when they get here, they're walking at 87% speed. On the sand, it's 76. So what if I put all moisture pumps here on the soil and it converts it to sand? It would slow them down from 87% walk speed to 76. I mean, it's worth a shot, right? Moisture pump. Let's see. Let's see what happens. And we'll do it right here. Just to see. We need power. Okay, what I was saying was, where do I want to get the power from? Oh, I know where we get the power from. The Vanometric power cell. Right here. Look at that. This is temporary. So the battery, I wonder if these 2 batteries happen to fail and we had to repair them with components and they just haven't ever gotten filled up just yet because we have so many batteries. It fills them up evenly and discharges them evenly, but they were broken, they got repaired, and that's why. So I think that's what happened. Okay. Mystery has been solved. If that's wrong, let me know. Okay, let's deconstruct some stuff here. That's granite, right? They should be getting rid of all these roofs. They are. Okay, good. These are noisy elephants. But they sound happy. Okay, start deconstructing. I have to get right after you get rid of all these roofs. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Is Longhead here? There's Longhead. Longhead just gave birth. This little guy. Right there. And now he's going to sleep. I understand. You had your grass, and now you need a little nap. We'll leave him right after they're done with this, because there's really nothing else to do. What's that? Marble? Is it worth it? Maybe. Probably not. Nope. Deconstruct. Who's in major break risk? Balika? Yeah, I would have imagined so. Longhead's pregnant again. Caravan's detected. We will get out of here before you know it. Those Gibbet cages are 30 steel. Pretty good. Right after these walls are done, and the cloth bags, we're out of here. Okay, we're out. They started cleaning up. We're not staying, guys. You don't need to clean up the dirt. Except everything. Where are the militars? We had a few downed militars. Let's make sure we can get them. Wait, the other ones must not be... Where are they? Hold on. There's 3 here. Why couldn't I take them? Let's see. Reform caravan. Accept. There's a militar 4, militar 5. Militar 6. Oh, dead. 3 of them right there. Okay. Got it. So it says militar 6 dead and then has 3 units of that. So they're not specifically named, I guess, once they're corpses. 255 steel, 12 components, that's actually pretty good. A battery, fire foam popper, 1750 wood, a bunch of steel slag chunks. That worked out. And what else do we have here? Sure, we'll take Molotov cocktails, some frag grenades, a machine pistol. We still have about 200 kilograms to go here. We'll take some sandstone blocks. And the rest we'll do marble. There we go. All set. They're on their way back. Let's check the pollution situation over here. We don't have any. Good. I'm going to leave that filter on, the pollution overlay, because if there is any, I want to be able to see it. All right, so once these guys get back, okay, so this says current radius 0.1. Radius expands in 8.2 days. What does that mean? I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna draw little dots here where there currently is sand. And see if it expands the sand at all. Appears to be working. I love these manometric cells because now, so let me show you the advantage. Right here, we have a ground penetrating scanner and we have a long range mineral scanner. Now the long range mineral scanner, what that does is it finds things on the map. So for example, it found this right here, lump of compacted machinery. Who knows what's even there? I wonder if I should have sent that caravan there. I'll do that another time. But that's for on the map. But the ground penetrating scanner is on this map, on this area. And all the green is where it's found things. So there's steel here. Each one of these tiles is 300 steel. That's great. Where else are green? So what's here? This is also steel. This is also steel. Oh, there's uranium's over there. This is gold. Silver. Steel, steel, more steel. So with this vanometric power cell, I can move deep drills there and have my guys actually drilling for them. Digging for them, I should say. That's going to become more and more important. Look at all these animals. They're all cozy in here. This is some workshop, huh? Oh, I didn't know that. I could do it like this. I could actually make this room pretty efficient. I think if I do that, if it needs to get around it, it won't get in the way. I think this will be fine. I don't know. Probably not. I'm gonna put a charger here. I don't think I ever said that word in my life until tonight. And then I'm gonna put it here. No, put another one right. Yeah, right there for symmetry's sake. I'll put one then like that, maybe? Let's see, if we do one like that, and then one like that, that'll work. Yeah, that all fits. And that'll give us 11 mech rechargers. Wow, they started building them super quick. That must mean they don't have much to do. How about this throne room? Oh, so if you were not here last episode, or 2 episodes ago, you're going to want to check it out. Probably like midway through the episode, we get attacked by 60 shamblers. And they start beating down the walls, and I hid everybody in this throne room. Which made me think, I wonder if there should be a safe room somewhere. But I'm just not going to do that yet. If I need to, I'll do it. It won't be very large. If I'm going to do it anywhere, I'll probably be in this little section over here. Okay, we now have 11. We're about to have 11 mech rechargers. We should not have any issue keeping everybody charged up. Because like this guy, he's here because there was no charger available. That's just a waste. Oh, it looks like Daesh is going nuts. Oh no, it's Baiko. He went from killing this rooster to planting some seeds for dandelions. I do wonder if this whole dandelion thing is a waste. It takes away time from other things. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of it. I have plenty of hay and plenty of kibble. And any time that the Aggro-hands are spending doing that, they could be doing something else. Yeah, I mean, they have stuff over here. Yeah, let's get rid of it. We can always put it back. Dandelion's gone. Okay. Marble, flagstone. It's kind of disjointed up here. What could I put up here that makes a little more sense? I have heal root. Do I have enough medicine? Do I even have any heal root? I don't even have any heal root. Okay, well that answers that question. We are going to make this larger. There is no way we should ever be running out of heal root to be able to make medicine. We have 52 medicine right now, which is great, but we're not going to put ourselves in a position where we run out of heal root. We're going to put a little marble pathway there, a little marble pathway there. That's all good. Great. We have some marble. Tiffy will be back any second. She'll be able to get this militarist in here. Okay, put another pathway there. They are back. My hope is that they start taking these pathways rather than not. Oh. Toxin filtration. Craft and install bionic organs that can filter out toxins. The only other thing that we can actually research is only two things that we have. We can't unlock these other things because we don't have the technology. There's tech prints, I guess you need. Neural supercharger. Apparently we don't have anybody that wants it. But that's okay, we're going to do it anyway. Grow zone. It's going to be for hay grass. There we go. Now we'll see how much these dandelions maybe were actually helping. But we'll find out. Okay. We have a lot of cloth. We actually have 4,700 cloth. Let's get some work being done over here. Floors. Fine carpet. We'll do that. We'll get some marble tile for the entryway. We forgot to do that. That's fine. Some marble flagstone. I feel like we need it for this outer rim here. Or pathway, I guess you would say. Maybe this will start to define what this actually is over here. And I remember saying that I was only going to put solar panels. This is like this is actually the first solar panel I made in the entire game. This would have been maybe episode 6 or 7, something like that. My first solar panel. I had a wind generator here. And then we just need to get rid of it. But this was the first one. So later on, I started to say, well, we should only put solar panels on sand because this is land where we can put food. We're okay with food, so it hasn't been something we needed to do, but we may get rid of it and change it. How is this moisture pump going? Current radius 0.2. I don't know what this means. Radius expands in 7.3 days. Again, don't know really what that means. Does that mean this is gonna get bigger? If so, it's not what I want. Good experiment to see what happens. This is just gonna be sand, so we'll see what happens. The marriage is on. Kate told Zach that she wants to spend her life with him. Zach agreed, and the two are now engaged. At some point in the coming days or quadrums, they will have their marriage ceremony and invite all the colonists. Consider placing a marriage spot if you want to control where the ceremony occurs. Zach will change his last name to Stir. Stir? Whose name's Stir? Is Kate's last name Stir? It is. It's called Caitlin Kate Stir. So Zach is going to take her name. He's going to be Zachary Zackster. He's like Zackster. I like that. Zackster. Like, what's going on, Zackster? So, let's see. Okay, we're gonna resurrect some guys here. Missing corpses. Okay, how are we missing corpses? We have them right here. Militars, where are you, Militars? You're on one of these elephants, I think. There's one. There's another one. There should be a third. There we go. Okay, Tiffy. Good thing about resurrecting them is it's only 25 steel. You don't need to do any kind of components or anything. Okay, the question is, why haven't there been babies? I want to see what that was like. Wait, hold on. Kate, where are you, Kate? Is there a way to do that? Romance. Wait, no, she's already... I don't want to flirt with anybody else. Hold on. Wait, do they need to be married before they start trying for children? I think that's what happens. When they're married, then there's an option for you to say, try harder for a child or try less for a child. Something like that. Okay, Tiffy is resurrecting 2 militars. There's a third whenever this is all done. I wonder if I should make more of these guys, more of these gestators, so we could resurrect more quickly. It's kind of like a luxury, but I feel like we need it just in case. So I'll make another one at some point. Okay. Still pursuing this throne room. I want Tiffy to become a knight. She's supposed to become a knight, or whatever, of the Exodus Empire, or something like that. Some rank. I have a tech print here for specialized limbs. Maybe I should get somebody to research that. That's a lot of little chickens. Okay. Tech print applied. Specialized limbs. A tech print has been applied. You've completed the project's tech print requirements. So I could do specialized limbs. Is there any reason why we want to do this? Oh, look at this. I didn't realize this. The tech prints are available from the Exodus Empire. It actually says it. Tech prints are available from these factions via trade and quests. So is there anything that we really want to pursue? Not really. Healing factors? What's all this? Coagulator releases coagulating factors in response to blood loss, reducing bleeding rates significantly. Install coagulator? How do you install it? You install it in the torso. Okay. And then there's a healing enhancer. Releases nanomachines and healing factors that speed up wound healing. This implant only helps with physical wounds, does nothing to combat disease or other health problems. So I guess you just install it? Well, how many things can you install? It says it says it is a healing enhancer. It's an enhancer implant. Huh. Okay, how do you craft it? 15 plasteel and 4 advanced components. Okay, well that's maybe something to look at a little more carefully. There's the armor skin gland, which makes people more tough. Flesh shaping. Aesthetic nose. The nose is shaped to the user's desired form, matching prevalent beauty standards and enhancing physical impressions. So you basically give yourself a nose job. Okay. A sophisticated package of hormonal and mechanite influences shapes the muscles and fat on the body, adding non-functional aesthetic tissue where needed to achieve a desired appearance. This implant can be configured to form various body shapes according to the user's taste or that of their partner. What is all this? And then a love enhancer. Okay. And then immuno enhancer. Okay. So it's all little enhancements. Now the specialized limbs, I'm wondering about that. A mechanical arm replacement for speeding up mining. Oh, okay. Nope, not going to do that. This was a combat-oriented hand replacement. Wow. Why is that recon helmet just sitting there? Okay, your prerogative. Somebody took it off. Why is nobody wearing it is the question. Oh, we have 15 recon helmets. And we only need 14. So everybody has a recon helmet that wants one. Okay. Yeah, so the love enhancer, I'll read that one. Where is it here? Humans have always tried to use every new technology to enhance sexual satisfaction. Bionics were no exception. This implant makes physical and chemical changes to the body which enhance the experience of loving for both partners, both physically and psychologically. The implant can adapt to enhance both men and women upon being implanted. Wow, look at all these stations charging. We still have 2 open. Good. Alright, so you remember what I was saying a second ago about how these 2 batteries never probably got fully charged up. Why isn't it getting fully charged up? That means we don't have a lot of excess. I know we have these guys down here. We are almost, we're able to summon. We're ready to summon. Let's go. Let's summon. Let's do it. Tiffy, where are you? Time to summon an Apocatron threat. Now, there's going to be 2 Militars, 2 Tunnelers. I wonder if this iteration, they're going to try to get through my walls. I could definitely see the game doing that to me. And then 2 Diabolus. Those were those were very easy to kill, but if they shoot with their heavy gun, they can vaporize things. I do have a question about the Apocatron had the heavy shield unit. Let's see. Can I make a weapon that would help me get rid of that, like an EMP blast or something like that? Let's see. Is there an EMP blast something that we can make? I know we have EMP shells, but I want something that's a little more able to be controlled. Here's an EMP grenade. Electromagnetic pulse grenades damaging to electrical equipment. Wow, 6 components. Oh, well, it's a weapon that I can use forever. Well, not forever, until durability goes down. Let's make one. Let's make an EMP grenade. Zach, I think you should do that. Wait, why'd you make... Oh, it says EMP grenade. Okay. Quite a bit of work to do it. So my plan is that the EMP grenades, we'll have somebody standing over here with them. Maybe Pompeana. And she can throw it to deactivate the shield on the guy, on the Apocatron. Come to think of it, though, does an EMP shell actually do anything other than EMP damage? I don't think it does any damage other than EMP. So I actually can shoot that if that Apocatron is going through this maze here, so the shield won't help it. This moisture pump is not doing anything for me right now. I'm going to uninstall it. Oh, you can't uninstall it. Okay, well, I'm saving my Vanometric thing. Halfway done with those EMP grenades. Neural supercharger has been researched. Let's do specialized limbs. What's our wealth? I want to check that. Okay. Last 30 days, last 100 days. It's steadily climbing. Still. That's why we're getting, the attacks are hurting us more and more. Zach's gonna start getting annoyed. A gold mining site, where? Is that it? Nope, that's wood, that's Shaloma. Gold, 211 gold, yeah, that's fine. It's not worth it for me right now. 60 more work to have this EMP done. The EMP grenades. Zach's learning a lot, actually, from me forcing him to do this. No, Zach. You could eat your food, but then you gotta go right back to work. You're literally 9 work away. Okay, there you go. Now you can go back to doing whatever you were doing. Pompeiano's gonna pick these up. There we go. Okay. Alright, it's a thing that we're gonna try. Tiffy, where are you? You're gonna summon this. Yep, we're good. Confirm. I wonder what those tunnelers are gonna do. If we need to call for help, we still have allies. We have Shalomla and Inkarma Pact as allies. Alright, everybody's sleeping, or mostly sleeping. Look at all these little chicks. 49 of them. These are all little chickens. I wish we had some pigs. We only have females right now. There's another Militar that we're gonna have Tiffy go pick up whenever she wakes up. Okay, we don't really have a lot more room for waste packs. The Apocatron has arrived. They have arrived. Where are they? They're going from a different direction this time. Okay. Tunneler. Let's read this. It says smoke pop charged. A heavy mechanoid built for mining in treacherous locations. While intended for excavation, the tunneler's gigantic power claws and ultra thick armor make it a dangerous force in combat. Doesn't tell me a lot. I'm thinking I'm gonna try to blast these guys with some mortars just to kind of whittle down their forces a little bit here. We are going to go into safe mode, safe zone mode. So what I did was make a safe zone where they won't aggro, or the mechs won't be randomly just like out doing something and get hurt. So safe zone for all the people, safe zone for all of the mechs. Good to go. Now, let's get to the mortars. Gonna hold the fire. While they're walking over there, I'll set up where I want them to shoot. Well, let me do something real quick. Are these vulnerable to heat? Okay, that's fine. They're not. I think I just want to kill some before they get to me. So we'll aim for kind of maybe the most units. Because this Apocatron will res them based on the band amount. That's how much charges he'll use. So he has 30 charges of resurrection capacity or whatever it is, 30 charges, we'll call it. And so what's going to happen is, if one dies, a Militar is one band, takes up one bandwidth, so it'll take one charge to resurrect him. But these Diablos, I think, are 2. I think they're 2. Oh no, they're 5. I might target the Diablos and then just see what happens. Actually, let me redo that. The one that seems to be mingling the most with other things. Okay. For the first volley, I'm going to wait to take them off hold until they're all ready at the same time. And if I'm having trouble, I'll call for help. We got 2 seconds. Fluff has 7 seconds left. Alright guys, make them count. Okay, let's see what happens here. Come on, hit something, anything. Okay, we killed one. About to get rezzed. Okay, probably don't want to keep shooting. Maybe one more volley. I think it's foolish to shoot because they're going to be out of the path by the time the weapon is done or ready to be shot. So let's do a little predicting here. This is not going to work, but we're going to try it. If I just get one more, I'll be happy. No, that one I don't want that. I want that like this. No, they're off. They're off. Let's see. Needs to give them some travel time. Their pathway is here. I think there's a good guess. I'm predicting kind of where they're going to be. No, they're not going to hit. Oh, that one got hit. No, we didn't. Alright, they didn't hit. We're good. We're fine. It's okay, guys. Let us go. Yeah, these militars are starting to go through here. One dead. They don't die that easy. So 2 shots? Really? Oh, okay, well. Huh, some of them seem to be taking like almost like critical damage. Okay, let's not get caught off guard. Let's figure out Tiffy and her people, her militars. Let's get over here, Tiffy. Whoops. Pompeiana, remember, you're the one with the grenades. Elsie has a charge lance, but she's really no good at shooting. Maybe I'll give it to somebody. We'll see. Biko. Glebe. All you other guys. Balakay. Kate, I don't know what I'm going to do with you, but I'll put you over here too. Marak, you could keep doing what you're doing. I think we're going to be okay. So let's see, let's play it out. The Apocatron has 25 charges left to resurrect. Let's see what happens. 20 charges left to resurrect. Oh, these Diablos are absorbing all the damage here. Oh, and they're barely taking damage. Uh-oh. That's a problem. Oh, look at this. These tunnelers... It says smoke pop charged. Okay, fine. I thought they had a shield. Do they have a shield? Can't really tell if they have a shield or not, but it looks like they have a little, like, bubble around them. I guess we'll find out. So these Diablos are actually stoking up all this damage. Oh boy, that's actually not good for us. Okay, time to get into position. Let's go, Tiffy. Now, you're going to be that far over there, Tiffy. We can get some militars with you. Papayana, what does your arm look like if you... Can you throw it pretty far? We're going to see. You're going to get you in position. Now we need people with less range to be in the front area. Daesh is actually good right there. Plenty good right there. Machine Pistol has a shorter range, so we're going to get Balake a little closer. That'll work. Go. Same thing, you'll be fine if you get a little closer. You're great right there. Glebe has a bolt-action rifle. Elsie has a charged lance, which I think has a pretty good range. You'll go there. And Howie, heavy SMG. Fluff with a sniper rifle. Okay. Should be okay. I think what I might do, just because I want to be extra safe, is I'm going to call an ally. So I'll have, you know what, Anastasia is actually the closest. So she will call the Urkamero Pact and see if they can send anybody. And if not, it'll be Shaloma. Oh, Zach, you can come down here too. We need you. Request military aid. Oh, okay, so Urkamero Pact will not arrive in time because they don't have transport pods. Okay, that's fine. Let's try the Shaloma. They will send some people on over. Oh, they just landed right here. Okay, well, they're just running right in. Now they're gonna go into my... Oh, geez, they're gonna go into my traps. Well, listen, you sent your people, so you knew what was going on. Now you're using my doors, and that's gonna be bad. Oh boy, watch this. Watch this get melted. Oh no. Oh no. Well, now these tunnelers are getting hurt, at least. Mech resurrection charges left. There's 11. I'm actually not too worried about the tunnelers. Wait, why is this constructor coming here? He shouldn't be down here. Wait, what's his... He's in safe zone. Hold on. We're trying to learn for like the future because we're going to need to deal with this. Alright, I need to shrink it a little bit more. Okay, gotcha. Got it. In fact, let me get... Safe zone is actually... That's what this means. The safe zone is here. That means inner. Maybe that was my fault. Let's see. This may be overkill. It won't be if it means I live. I'm just reducing my safe zone here. I know this is like very entertaining. Okay. Good, so that should mean that they don't want to even come this way at all. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so what problems do we have? Well, I have an Apocatron that has 11 charges left. The Diabolus, I think, has seen this Constructoid, so it's attacking this door. That door is going to get broken. I want Pompeiana to be able to throw an EMP grenade. So she's going to like throw it to like right there. And that, we're going to see if that works. That's going to get hurt bad. It got hurt pretty good there. This is actually going to be a harder fight. There's only 2 traps left. And it still has the ability to res. Let's see what happens here with this guy. This tunneler. Now, here's my other thing. And I bet you this is exactly what's going to happen. So we'll rewind this tape and see if I was right. This guy, this tunneler is going to come out right here. He's going to pop smoke. That's going to make it harder for my things to hit him. And I don't know if it impacts their ability to hit me. Let's see. Whoa. Pompeiana? Why'd you throw it like that? I don't know if that thing around it is popping smoke or is it a shield. Let's see how much damage it's going to take. Okay, that died very quickly. Good, good, good. Pompeiana is continuing to throw down fire of EMP grenades. Keep doing that. Oh wait, you just got shot. That military's being targeted. And that's gonna hurt if it hits. Let's get these 2 militaries out of the way at least. Oh, did I stun that? I did. I stunned it with... Oh, did I stun the military? I didn't stun the Diabolus. Ah, okay. The Diabolus is dead. These grenades were a good idea. They're stunning things over and over. I even stunned that tunneler right there. Okay, Agrahand, really? You're just in a war zone. Let's just do our thing. Marak is here, being crazy. Kate, all right, militars. Let's get you set up a little bit better here. Okay, why is that one seemingly not getting hit by a lot of turrets? It's in range. Pompeiana got hurt. Got hit right there. Well, that disabled the shield. That's all I care about. I want to disable that shield right there on the Apocatron. It did. It did. Okay, it did. Because last time it took forever to get through that shield. Let's see how quickly it dies. Not that quickly, but more quickly than last time. Oh no, Pompeiana. Okay, wait, hold on. Hold your horses here. What is the range on this thing? It doesn't say. But either way, she just needs, whatever it is, she needs to run. I don't care what the range is, you just need to run. Wow, okay. Oh, she's getting targeted again. Run. Whoa. Why is this thing not getting hurt, though? I guess everybody's on the Apocatron. Militaire is targeted. If she could get out here real quick. What are you doing? Get over here, Pompeiana. Okay, it was stunned and killed. Militaire died. Oh, okay. Good to go. Release everybody. Because you got a lot going on down here. Oh, go back. I want to... Okay. Could have been worse. Could have been better. Whew, that was a tough battle. But we're already starting to repair things, and let's see, Pompeiana did get hit, but it's fine. She has a gunshot in her left leg. I think she's probably going to go lay down after she eats a meal. Shambler assault. A horde of 58 shambling, rotting corpses is approaching. Oh no. Okay, wait a second here. This is a problem. Boy. Okay, so they are intent on attacking, which means they're going to do the same thing they did last time, and they're going to break down my walls. Look at them. Look at them. 6 hours. 10 hours. 5 hours. 7 hours. I don't think we have a choice. I think we... And it's raining again. I think we do need to use mortars. We may need to go hide again, but I think we need to use mortars. I am going to proactively get my mechs into super safe zone. Because my people, at least I can control. I'd like Tiffy. There's no break here at all. We're going to tend Pompeiana. Because again, I don't want her to get hurt. Where are they going? Oh, they're going. They're coming. What do we want to do here? What do you think? I think we only have 2 militaries. I think we back up. We'll see what happens, but I think we back up. Maybe we try to get a couple of lucky shots with mortars. Look at these guys. Oh, they're gonna break in and kill my waste pack vaporizers. Oh no. Oh, they can't kill my base. Wait. If they kill my waste pack vaporizers, that means I lose the nano structuring chips. Zach, no, no. No. I need that nano structuring chip to be put somewhere safe. Not there. Yeah, there. That's fine. I'm going to try to mortar them, but I don't think it's going to work. I'm going to try. I think I'm going to do more harm than good. But if I can kill even just half of them... Come on. Zach, you dummy. I want you to move the nano chip to here. Okay? And then I want you to get out of there. Let's see where this mortar lands. Nope. There's another one. That was a good one, but it broke a hole in the wall. Okay. Zach, you're not helping. Kate, go. Part of me feels like I should fight. Maybe I can set up a perimeter. You know what? That's what we're doing. We're not running this time. We're not running. Where are the militaries? Kate, you're in a bad spot, Kate. So let's make you jump to get in a better spot. And let's get everybody set up, because this is going to be a rough battle. Is that the right way to put it? Hmm. I'm gonna see how this goes. This one's getting too close. His name is Speedy. They're getting too close. A duck died. They kill my ducks again. These shambles, I have to figure out a way to deal with them. Maybe I need to have turrets in my base or something. Pompeiana has EMP grenades, which are utterly useless. That's totally my fault, though. That one's dead. Okay, let's jump. Kate got that one. We gotta hold this line. We can hold this line. I know you guys can. Come on. Get that one guy crawling. Okay, we're good. We're good on that side. We got one more. We got a Gore Hulk. We got some people in the base. I'm less concerned about the people in the base. I'm more concerned about my waste pack atomizers. This Gore Hulk is just like, just doing whatever. We got a guy there. We got to push up. Let's see. Who's hurt? Nobody's immediately hurt. Okay. Okay. Let's move up, guys. Who's that one? His name was Ian. He was an innkeeper, apparently, or something. Okay, we're gonna be more strategic because they are in our base. They are slaughtering our animals yet again. Pompeiana, you got the frag grenades. Okay, we're not using them in the barn. Remember what we talked about. I think I'm going to send Tiffy. Tiffy and Kate. Tiffy and Kate, I think, can take care of these guys. Maybe. With some backup. Let's take Tiffy. Kate. Militars. And then we need somebody else with them. Maybe a Howie. I think a Howie. You know, Howie, Balakay, Daesh. Let's go. You guys down there. everybody else, we're taking care of what's going on over here, because that's a Gore Hulk. This thing's attacking my wall from my waste pack atomizer. No, no, no. Okay, hold on. Military's there. We actually want to aggro them. We do. I want them to come as like a... like how our turrets are set up. If they have like a choke point. Okay. Can I get this? Yeah, yeah, come through there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go. There you go. That's what we want. Okay, you're dead or down? Capturable. Okay. This Gore Hulk is dead. I think that means we just gotta kill that one, and then we'll come from this other direction, which is part of the plan. Baiko, you're gonna take care of that yourself. And these guys are going this way. Okay. Imagine if this was not able to be paused. All these animals are running. I don't blame you guys, but this isn't how we do things here, and hope. Let me just check real quick. Is there any more anywhere else that I don't get snuck up on? Anastasia's just kind of hanging out. Okay, we'll have you do something else with your life. Anastasia just died. Anastasia died because Pompeiana threw a frag grenade and Anastasia was scared and ran right into it. Literally. That's what just happened. And I saw her running scared, so I controlled her and made her run over here. And she ran into the grenade. Right into the grenade. Pompeiana, told you about these grenades. Alright, well, it's fine. I guess we don't have a choice, but it has to be fine. I kind of think Kate needs to get in there. She just needs to get in there. Pompeiana, before you do more damage, let's get you a different weapon. Okay. So the trouble that I'm having here, I will say, I don't think it's going to be a lasting problem. The problem I'm having is that it's in close quarters, and it's really hard to shoot in close quarters. So what I need to do is try to pick off some of these guys real quick. But where is Kate? I need Kate, and I need her to not get caught in the crossfire. In fact, I may only send Kate in. Because she can take them. There's only 6. Let's see, can I draw them out? I just did that. Let's see if I can draw them out. Alright, Kate. Kate and the militaries. The militaries are dead. We did draw them out, so that's good. I think we have... Is that it? One more, maybe? I think that's it. Got them all. Okay. Anastasia died. Don't necessarily care. Probably should. Isn't there an internment ritual that we could do or something? We don't play around. Look at all these graves we're digging. Okay, what's everybody's status? Let's double check. Make sure nobody's gonna die. We're all good. Everybody's fine, except, you know, that whole thing about Anastasia walking into a grenade. Some people have little bites and whatnot, but they're all okay. They're gonna go rest and whatnot. So. They're a little bit beat up. Okay, well, we're healing our ducks and whatnot. I think I said and whatnot 4 times in the last minute. Maybe I'll say and such. Tiffy and Fluff are healing up whoever they can heal. Oh, the mechs. I forgot the mechs. Are they still in here? They're all like, hey, what's going on? We heard a ruckus out there. You guys can go back to business. Okay. Fluff just healed a little hen. Yeah, we're not going to save them all. It takes time to heal them and they're hurt. Oh, you know, we do have one little problem here. Where's Fluff? Oh, there she is. Nobody's healing our colonists. Maybe I'll get Zach to do that. He is a doctor. He can be a doctor. Yeah, Zach, just a little once over. Well, first clean the hospital. Well, Fleeb, you could clean the hospital. Just do quick tending, because I want them back in action quickly. Not nearly as bad as last time, when we lost like 40 or 45 animals. Zach's doing a good job here. Good. And then Howie. Of course, Howie's always saved for last. Alright. Good job. Now, we gotta get on repairing stuff though, guys. Gotta seal up the pen. We're having trouble containing our animals because we have a lot of people out of commission, which is why I wanted them healed up quickly. Marak is having a tantrum. Go for it. That's fine. I get why. Daesh is all freaked out. How about you eat some chocolate? You want some chocolate, Daesh? That'll make you happy, right? Everybody loves chocolate. It helped the mood slightly, I think. Oh yeah, we are having to seal up this stuff over here. We're getting them back in the pen though. Before the end of this episode, I will have all this cleaned up. That door is good. Let's work on that sandstone wall first. Okay, pen should be secure. Let's double check it. There's a wall missing there. Okay, there's that wall. And then, is that it? I think that's it. Let's see. We're just checking the walls of the pen. Yeah, once this wall's fixed, then the pen is secure and we can clean up. Balakay, come on. Don't let them get in your way. Tiffy is having a tantrum. Okay, pen should be secure. Double check by click on the pen marker. We see the green outline. Pen is secure. We have an unburied person. I understand. Valakay is finishing the waste pack atomizer. We're going to need to devise a way to protect against shamblers. They hurt melee-wise. Although Kate was like toe-to-toe with them and she was okay. Alright, we're good there. Oh, we gotta rebuild here too, that's right. Okay, we're secure. So we're good. I just gotta clean up and we'll be fine. Oh, Balakay's almost done with this atomizer. So this fourth atomizer, I think, will mean that, well, I think we need 5 to really break even. But if we have militars in kind of like recharge mode, dormant mode, I should say, then having 4 will keep us stable with the waste packs. When we started this whole thing, our very first one, we had 1,670 waste packs. My guess is we have like 1920. That's my guess. Let's look. 1905. Okay, pretty good guess. But now we have another waste pack atomizer ready to go. So now we have 4. I don't hear any more deaths, and I think we're stable there. Let's see, we have anything that we're missing now. We have 1 of each gender for each animal, with the exception of the pigs still. So we'll recover, with the exception of the pigs. Now Zach is going through a tantrum because you know why? There's all these dead bodies around and everything. So they're not happy about that. It kind of puts a damper on your day to be walking around with rotted corpses. What's Elsie up to? Just going for a walk, huh? Okay. Nothing better to do. And that door is going to make the whole base secure once Kate makes that door. Alright, we're good. We're back to secure. Alright, well, we got attacked by the Apocatrons. The Apocatron. That we still haven't even cleaned up from that. But the defense, I will say, worked really well. We're going to place the Vanometric power cell back for this moisture pump again, because the idea is to see if this moisture pump will turn all of this into sand. We don't really know if that's the case or not yet. These guns, these autocannons seem to work well. I will say that I feel like our defenses are working well. We just kind of need more of them. So we're gonna maybe think about putting some defenses on this side and doing something else with these trees, but we'll figure that out. We're gonna see what happens. We might put some, you know, some turrets over here. So it's a whole big kind of thing. And then We just have to clean up this this area here. We're fine. Oh, Anastasia died, by the way. There, that little detail. But I'm okay with it. Definitely okay with it. Okay, so that was a pretty productive episode, actually. We have another waste pack atomizer. We get a fifth one. We start turning the tide on the waste packs. We are also then going to start building over here a little area to house the waste packs, like this. I am slightly rethinking my base design because of these shamblers attacking us. Even if I had double thick walls, they're still going to get through. I have to figure out a way to deal with them once they're inside, or I'm able to attack them in some way. I'm thinking incendiary grenades or something like that might do it. But we'll explore that all in coming episodes. For now, we're just going to recover. And we're probably going to summon another Apocatron and see what happens there. That's going to be it, though, for this episode. Be sure to follow and subscribe for more inane babblings. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.